Hi guys, this is Coach Albert, and in this video we're going to discuss on how you can earn using Humanatic. So let me tell you first what is Humanatic. Humanatic is a company being hired by other companies to listen to the recordings that they have over the phone, to analyze what are the things that can be improved to have a better customer service that they can provide their customers. So Humanatics being hired by some car dealers, by dental clinics, and animal clinics. And then what Humanatic do is that it look for freelancers instead of just depending to transcribe and decipher the recordings by using computers. It prefer to have freelancers or people to analyze the recording, so the analysis will be much better. Now, Humanatics available anywhere, so no matter where you are, you can sign up. And signing up in Humanatic is free. The main thing that they only requires that you need to have a verified PayPal. And then if ever that your language is not available in Humanatic, you need to make sure that your grammar and your words are spelled correctly if you're going to apply as a freelancer or as a reviewer in Humanatic, so that Humanatic know that you can understand English. Humanatic, or I mean the recordings that you will listen while reviewing the calls, there will be several languages available, but mainly uh, the, uh, the language that is mainly being reviewed is English. And so I would just like you to know that signing up in Humanatics is just like applying for a full-time job. So there's a chance that you will get hired. There's also a chance that you will not, based on some criteria that you might have or in your or based on the criteria that they are looking for. So let me help you first have an idea on how you can verify your PayPal account. So you need to sign up first for a PayPal account. That's very easy. You just need to go to www.paypal.com, sign up the usual way. Just provide your information. Once you have a PayPal account, that's the time that you can attach your bank account or card account information. And then you need to log into PayPal and then go to balance or activity tab so that you can look for the bank or for the card that you attach to PayPal. And then you will see this like this one, confirm your card. You need to click that and it will go to the next page wherein it will have the option that you can click, which is confirm your card. What will happen is that it will go to another page. In that page, there will be an option says to send a passcode. So what will happen is that it will send a passcode to your bank, and then you need to call your bank to get that passcode and then put that to your PayPal account so that it will be verified. Now, what you need to have for that process, you need to have an amount of $2. It's not a fee, it's just an amount that PayPal will hold, and it will give it PayPal will give it back to you once your account is verified. It's just part of the process to make sure that the bank or your card is a valid card and it has an amount. And so what are the things that you need for you to review in Humanatic? So of course you need to have a quiet place since you will be listening to calls or to recordings. You can do this, or you can work using your computer or your phone. It can be an Android or iPhone. And then you can also do this even if what you have is a Wi-Fi connection, a broadband connection at home, or even just a data connection from your cell phone. And then you can also use a speaker or headset. It's not a requirement, it's just something that I suggest that you can use so that you can hear much better the conversation during the recording. that you're going to listen to. Let me now show you the interface of what you will see in Humanatic. So this is the actual thing that you will see once you are reviewing calls in Humanatic. So let me just tell you what are these. So this is the audio wave of the recording. This is the play and also the pause. This is the rewind. This is the where you can adjust the volume and where you can adjust the speed. And then so how does it work is that first you're going to listen to the recording, and based on the outcome you will choose what options uh, that that took place, or the right answer based on the outcome of the recording. So this is just one of the categories that you will see in Humanatic, and the options in these categories are connected to intended person, meaning if the representative calls somebody and he was able to speak or to talk to the person that he's looking for, then that's the connected to intended party. That's the right answer. If ever that the representative called their customer and then for some reason the call got directed to a voicemail and then left a message, so that's one of the scenarios that you can choose for the answer left a message. Now for the third one, not the right person or no message. So let's say that the representative called the number of their customer, but somebody answered it, not the customer, and so the answer for that scenario will be not the right person or no message. There's another option here where it says unfamiliar language. It is applicable for scenarios, let's say that what you are familiar with is just English, but what you heard in the recording is a different language. That's the option that you will choose for those kinds of scenario, or for that kind of scenario, I mean. And so I would like you to know that there's also a guide in Humanatic which is called category instructions. This will show you what are the scenarios that you might encounter, and what will be the right answer for that. So let me give you some examples. So let's say for the connected answer, the scenarios that that you will encounter, which you need to choose this option, is that one is uh, if the representative was able to talk to the customer or the person that he or she is looking for. Another scenario here, let's see this one. Let's say that the representative called the customer, and then during the conversation, for some reason, the representative said that he or she needs to call back the customer, so it's still a connected answer for that. And then another one is that, let's see this one. It says here, select this option if the caller reached the intended person and the intended person asked to be removed from the calling list. So even if the intended person requests for he or she to be removed from the calling list, it's still considered as a connected scenario or option or answer. So you can review this whenever you get confused about what will be the right answer, to make sure that you will choose the right answer to each recordings that you will listen to. Now, let me tell you my best practices for reviewing calls in Humanatic. First is that focus on the accuracy, especially if you have a low accuracy percentage. I would like you to know that Humanatic requires for the reviewer to have a 95% or above for their accuracy for each category, or for the category that the reviewer chooses to review the call. And so if ever that your accuracy will be lower than 95%, what will happen is that there's a chance that Humanatic will lock that category, and so you will not have an access to it. And so that's the reason why you need to make sure that your accuracy should be 95% or above. Now, the second best practice is that if you're, for some reason, you're doubting, you're not sure what is the right answer, you can just refresh the screen by clicking this refresh button. If you're using the phone, you can just use, or you can just slide down the screen so that it will refresh. It will go back to the category page for you to choose another category that you would like to review. Another one is that I would say that it will be much better to stick to short calls. It's because you are getting paid per each review that you will do in Humanatic. So if you will be able to review a lot of calls in or recordings in a short period of time, that means that it's going to, you will have more a lot of earnings compared if you will stick to long recordings. And then another one is that review during nighttime. But I'm saying this this is in Philippines time. So here in Philippines, it's much better to review during the night. It's because that's the time that they replenish the recordings, and then after, let's say, 12 hours or so, that's the time that it will start to deplete the other categories, and so you will have less categories that you can choose to review during those times. And then another best practice is be familiar with the keywords. So once you are familiar, once you get the hang of it, you just need to listen to the keywords. You don't need to listen to the whole recording. Once you are familiar with the keywords, you already know what will be the right answer. Next is the adjust the recording. As I mentioned earlier, you are getting paid per each review that you will do in Humanatic. So the faster that you can review, the better it's, because that means more, you will have bigger earnings in a short period of time. And then there are also categories that does not have the refresh feature that I mentioned. Actually, it does, but those categories, what will happen if you will refresh that page, you will get directed to the break room page of Humanatic, wherein you need to stay for 20 seconds. You cannot do anything. Even if you click something, you will be required to stay there for 20 seconds. So that's going to be a waste of time, you not doing anything. Might as well focus on other categories that has a quick refresh that will go directly to the category page, so that you can choose another category to review. And then the last one is that you can try to try your luck by trying to review other categories. What I'm saying is that at first you will only have 2 categories to review. For you to unlock the other categories, Humanatic will require you to have 100% or 95% accuracy rate for your current categories, and then it will also require you a certain number of records. What you can do is that you can try to look for scenarios that is very easy to review, let's say voicemail scenarios, and then try to review those other categories that you're not familiar with, so that you will be qualified, and you the other categories that is available will be unlocked as well for you to review it. In this way, once Humanatic audit that recording, you will get 100% accuracy rate, of course, and the only thing that you need to take care is just the number of recordings. But you need to make sure that you're going to do this if you are very sure about your answer. Okay. So if you would like to know more about other ways on how to earn, you can subscribe to this video and also check for my group. Thank you.